Hey, Stanley, I hope you don't melt that computer as hot as you were tonight. But you've obviously had some great games, South Dakota. You've had some good games this season, but this was obviously the best. Just did you just feel it tonight, or what was going on with you?
Yeah, I mean, in the first half, we were doing a good job being aggressive. We weren't really guarding, and Georgia did a good job of making it kind of their pace in the first half. So we were just trying to keep up with that, and they were really shrinking the floor on guys like JD and Chris, and they were doing a good job of finding me. So I was just ready to knock down some shots.
And Mike mentioned the threes, and you hit that big three at the buzzer at halftime. And you had some threes there in a pretty quick order to start the second half, and you guys really took control. Just what'd you think about the 3-point shooting, you and the team overall?
We work hard on it. Even in the beginning of the season, we weren't shooting the three ball well, but we work hard on it, and we have trust in each other. We believe in each other to knock down shots. So I think tonight was just a night where we were able to just hit, and it helped us get the win.
And this is from Hog Stats, but the only other Arkansas player to ever score 30 against Georgia's Corliss Williamson. Pretty good company. Just what do you think about that?
It's an honor. It's a blessing, to be in this position to be playing for the Razorbacks, and it's a blessing to be able to have a game like this. And I can't thank my teammates and coaches enough for finding me.
Okay, I might have a couple more, but I'll turn it back to Mike. Thanks, Stanley.
Curtis.
Hey, Stanley, I wanted to ask you about the impact of Chris Likes tonight. A guy who's seen his minutes go down a little bit, but came off the bench and gave you a pretty big spark there.
Yeah, Chris is my guy. He's my roommate too. So it's been tough for him a couple games, but he's been one of the best teammates that I've ever played with. So, just having him out there on the court, I feel calm when he's out there. I feel good. I know he's gonna find me if I'm open. And he had 7 assists, 4 steals today. Like he was one of the best players on the court tonight. So he played a real good game.
And then, a lot of this run has been based on how you guys have played defensively. You probably would have liked to play better on that end tonight, at least in the first half. But you scored 99 points. How does it feel to win a game and have an offensive explosion the way you did tonight?
Yeah, the win's great. It's always good to win, especially on the road. But the first half was bad for us defensively. Coach got on us at halftime. He really got on us about just making it our game. We were kind of playing at their pace in the first half, so we had to do a better job of settling in and just getting stops.
Scotty?
Yes, Stan, just about every time we talk to Eric before you guys hit the road, he talks about how difficult it is to win away from home. You guys have done that 3 times in a row now. I guess just what do you think that says about the growth of this team lately?
It just says, it shows how together we are. We did a good job of just staying focused. Our goal was just to earn everything tonight, and we knew it wasn't going to be easy. It's not going to be easy on the road, even at home. So we just got to come in and just stay together no matter what's going on.
I know winning at home is fun, but can you kind of describe the feeling of winning away from home and just kind of, I don't know, just kind of leaving the folks that came with the sound taste in their mouth?
It's a great feeling, we know how hard it is. So I think that's what makes it such a good feeling, because these road wins, especially in league, they don't come easy. So it's a great feeling, be able to walk home, get on the plane, and get back to Fayetteville with a win.
Hutch.
Yes, Stan, y'all tied a season high in assists tonight. What did you think of y'all's ball movement overall tonight as a team?
It was good. I think we were passing up. I think in the first half, especially too, we were passing up good shots for great shots, and we really believe in ourselves. We all know how much work we put in individually, so we believe in ourselves to pass the ball, and we know that the guy we're passing to has got a good chance of scoring or making a play for someone else. So it's just really about trusting each other.
And going back to Chris, you mentioned y'all are roommates. How tough was it for him a couple of games ago? I think he only played 1 minute at Ole Miss and hadn't been playing well. Did he ever get down? Did you ever have to kind of give him a pick me up or anything like that?
No, I'm with Chris. He's a real mature guy. So he's level headed. I don't see him ever get too high or too low. He's just ready for the opportunity, and I know that whenever I have ultimate belief in him. I think he's a great player. So. Even when he's not playing a lot, he's going to let us know how good we're playing, and he's always going to keep the spirit high. So,
Christina?
Just one from me. When Jalen had to sit with a couple of early fouls, what has to change with him kind of not able to be on the floor, and how did you think you guys handled that?
I think we just got to do it better because, Jay Will does a lot for us, like rebounding, blocking shots, taking charges. scoring. He's everywhere for us. So I think everyone's just gotta up their game a little bit when he's off the court and do some things that maybe they're not usually doing to pick up the slack.
Randy,
Stanley, talk about the role that Kamani Johnson played tonight. Mentioning the fouls on Jalen in the first half, he came in and really provided the spark. What did you see from Kamani tonight?
He was locked in. He was ready to play. I saw it before even the game started. I looked at him and I was like, "Oh, you ready tonight? Like you locked in tonight." So he's a beast for us. Whenever he's playing with that high motor, like you can't box him out. He's gonna get all the rebounds, and I think he's big for us, going forward to come in and give us that different aspect of the game.
And speaking of sparks, what was the difference defensively from the first half to the second half? Any adjustments that you may have made?
We just started playing harder. Coach got on us, so we had to respond.
Thank you.
final question, Bob.
Hey, Stanley, I don't know what Eric said to you, but after the West Virginia game, he talked about how well you played and he wished that he would have played you more, that he had a regret for not playing you more the last 10 minutes. I guess you made up for that tonight, but
Yeah.
did he say anything to you about that? Like, hey, man, did he say anything to you about that?
Yeah, he told us. He said it in front of the team. At film. I was happy we got the win. I mean, it doesn't matter honestly, as long as we won. I'm happy I played well, but it feels good that he said that. But at the end of the day, we just had to get the win.
And was this the kind of game you imagined? Not 31 every game, obviously, but this was the kind of game you kind of imagined coming here. I mean, doing this in the SEC and.
I have confidence in myself, and my teammates and coaches have confidence in me as well. I think it's just about finding the right spots, finding my spots to score, and just being patient with it, not trying to force too much.
Thanks.
Thanks, man.
Hey, Coach, I was wondering if you could just give us your thoughts on Stanley Umude's big game tonight, and also maybe the 3-point shooting. Is he one of those guys that you mentioned who behind closed doors has maybe shot it better than he had up to this point in the season?
Yeah, he's definitely, Curtis, one of the guys that we see on a daily basis make threes. It's kind of been mind-boggling, our limited, makes that we've had in games this year. But, hopefully the lid came off a little bit. Hopefully we gained some confidence. We had great offensive spacing in the second half. I was really, really disappointed first half with our defense, not our offense. I thought our offense in the first half was really, really good. Uncharacteristically, the first half, we did not make things difficult. We regrouped in a whatever manner at halftime, because I was really displeased that first half, -1 on the glass, but an absolutely incredible second half on both sides of the ball. It's hard to win on the road, and Stanley was absolutely phenomenal. What you guys couldn't see is I was yelling to hold up on one of his transition 3 balls. He made it, and he gave me one of those stare downs that maybe Kobe Bryant gave Phil Jackson. He tried to put me in my place. I just went, sat down in my little spot next to the scores table and hid. And then he came back and hit another one right after that. That's the second one. He didn't look at me though.
And what did you think about Chris Like's impact off the bench tonight? And then to build off that, what have you seen from him maybe the last few games when he hasn't been playing as much as maybe as you expected?
Well, his approach is what we would want. He's been in the gym more in the last 4 or 5 days than he has all years. His practices, if you combined all the times that he talked when he was not on the floor in practice, the whole summer leading up till 4 days ago, he talked more in the last 4 days and showed leadership in the last 4 days than the whole year combined. Absolutely had the exact right approach. I thought his 7 assists, the ball moved, the ball popped when he was in the game. He did what we expected him to do. He got steals, got open shots for his teammates, played with great pace. I thought that was by far Chris Like's best game overall, both sides of the ball. I thought he was really good defensively, getting a couple steals off inbound passes, playing hide and seek with the inbound man. So I thought he was awesome.
Hutch,
Coach, you mentioned Chris's 7 assists. Y'all had 23 as a team, tied the season high. How would you assess your ball movement tonight?
Really good. I mean, I think right now this team feels good about itself offensively, defensively. It's getting along. We went to dinner last night, more laughter, camaraderie than earlier in the year. Film sessions have not just been focused. They've also had some humor to them. Guys are making fun of stuff I say. We're just a different team from a chemistry standpoint, than we were 4 weeks ago.
And also, how do you feel like JD handled, being back in his home state and playing in front of a bunch of family and friends?
I thought he was great. We had a lot of family and friends here tonight. And I thought all the guys did a really, really solid job of staying focused. And, sometimes when there's family members in the, hotel lobby and stuff, you can get slightly distracted. But I didn't think that I thought we handled it the right way for sure.
Scotty.
Eric, it seems like just about every time you guys head out for the road, when we talked to you beforehand, you mentioned how difficult it is to win on the road, but you guys have won 3 in a row away from home. Just what do you think that says about this group and kind of maybe how they're, kind of becoming a unit now?
Yeah, I think, Scotty, that they're confident right now. They enjoy playing at home a lot. They enjoy playing on the road. They enjoy playing together. They enjoy traveling together. It's a group that's really, really well connected right now.
If I'm not mistaken, I think you guys made a season high 15 threes tonight. I know you guys have proven that you can win literally without making one. But how does that kind of change you guys, the complexion of your offense when you're hitting threes at a pretty good clip?
Yeah, I think it changes a lot of things, Scotty. I think it changes how teams have to defend us as well. It's the game plan's got to change for people when we make threes like that. And again, the most shocking thing of the year is that we haven't shot the ball consistently from 3. We've been relying on free throws attempted. Tonight, that wasn't the case. We wanted to dribble, drive, attack, try to get paint points, which we did a good job with our paint points. And then once we got into the lane, if they converged, we wanted to do a good job of kicking it out and remaining and having great spacings, trying to stay 15 feet apart. And I thought we really shared it. We didn't take many off the dribble threes that were poor shot selections.
Randy.
Coach, talk about the role of Kamani Johnson tonight with 6-13 when he entered the game in the first half. Georgia was up by 1 when he left the game with 2:28. Arkansas was up 48-43. That's a 13-7 differential. Talk about the impact that Kamani had on tonight's game tonight.
Yeah, Kamani did a great job. He came in, he rebounded, he tried to take some charges. He was very physical. Jay Will needed a blow. He was winded. And I thought that, Kamani did a really, really good job of doing all the intangible things, which are what we need him to be. We need him to be a great intangible player. And he doesn't ever take bad shots. He plays his role. And I thought he played really hard. He's a plus 12 tonight while he was in the game. I thought he did a really good job.
Eric, you talked about you got after the team pretty hard defensively at the half. Did you make any kind of specific adjustments, or was it just the change in intensity?
No, it was for sure the intensity increase, but we did make some matchup changes. We wanted Adese to guard the point guard a little bit more than maybe he did. We wanted to switch on some of their actions, 1 through 4, a little bit more than we had in the first half.
Thank you.
Eric, I'm assuming when you were talking to Stanley about those threes, he hit 3 he had 2 in 25 seconds. There was about 17 left in the game. Is that what you're talking about?
Those would be the 3. Bang, bang, bang. And I got the old NBA vet look like, hey, shut up and sit down.
Okay, there's your lead. There's my lead. Stanley's had some really good games. He's had 28, 19, but he's also had 2 games where he didn't score, which is really, I'm sure tough for him. But just what do you think about the game he played tonight, just how hot he was? And it just seemed like this is the kind of not that you're going to score 31 all the time, but this is the kind of game maybe you envisioned him having, when you brought him in.
Yeah, I thought, he did a good job of mixing up his games. He had a couple turnaround jump shots. He had a couple rim attacks on some isolations. And then obviously he ran to the right spots in transition to get some transition 3 balls. So yeah, we hope that this continues to build his confidence. The one thing I told him right when we took him out at the end of the game was I thought his defense was awesome. I thought he got low. He contained his man. I thought his defense was probably as good as we've seen from him as well tonight.
And he filled up the box score, rebounds, assists, 2 block shots. You just talked about his defense. Just what you think about his all-around game? Obviously, 31 points stands out, but he did other stuff too.
Yeah, I thought he was. That one block shot in the right corner when he, contested and didn't quit on the play. And he moved the ball. I think he had 4 assists. So he did a good job, not only scoring the ball, but also sharing the ball, because we did run our offense through him a little bit more tonight than we have in previous games.
And I know I understand you're not happy giving up 47 in the first half. That's more than Missouri scored the entire game. But I guess it's a good night when you score 99, I mean, you can't complain too much, right?
Yeah, I mean, we knew the game would be a transition game, that Georgia tries to run and get out in the open floor, and we wanted to run too. We didn't want to control tempo. We wanted to run. I thought we'd play a little bit better defense in that, first half, but certainly we wanted an up-tempo game. We thought that if that thing got above 90, that that we would be in good shape based on how we've been playing defense, although that was not, that philosophy or formula was not holding true in the first half.
Okay, I might have another couple, but I'll turn it back in case.
Last one, Bob. We got to go. We got to beat the weather.
Okay, well, 7 in a row now. I know you had 11 last year, or maybe it was 12. I lose track, but just how good is this role you're on? And, just how much fun is this? You talked about having fun in the film sessions and stuff. And
yeah, it's been a blast. I mean, the chemistry's come together really well. We know with the strength of schedule that things are we're going to hit a bump at some point. When you do, you got to remain on the same course that we are. We got to keep getting better every single night. We've got to understand the most important thing is Mississippi State. Put this game behind us. I don't want to see the film of Georgia game. I don't want to do anything except worry about how do we get ready for Ben Holland's team? How do we guard Iverson, Molinar off the dribble? How do we guard their big guys? Garrison Brooks inside. Are we going to have great post defense? What's the rebounding battle going to look like when we play Mississippi State? All those things are at the forefront of my mind. Can't wait to get on the plane, take a selfie with the team, and then dive right into Mississippi State.